Hello? Are we good? What the fuck, man? I had the full restart that time. I wouldn't even wait for OBS. I had the full end, full restart. That's dumb as hell, man. What the fuck? It just said disconnected, and then I tried to restart, and it was like, you need a new, wrong stream key. I got scared. Okay, man. Yeah, all right, man. I think we go back on ammunition runs. Got enough pork. We'll boil this last water and get going. Did you see what I said before your stream went down? Must have missed it, man. Is the stream broken? Was that the one? It did. It went down. I'll post it again. That's alright. Sorry, what'd you post? I don't think it's showing up on my end. My message got deleted. That's weird, man. Maybe automod's stopping you or something? I don't know. Automodded, yeah. Must be. Weird. Can you permit me? I don't know how to do that. What the fuck? Let me try again. That's a Molotov. That is weird. Careful though, because if you spam it too much, it might auto ban you. Camera run to Humane Labs. I'm so sad. I keep missing. I missed the fucking Humane Labs run. I missed the fucking Polito run. I want to see the cool runs, man. I want to be a part of the cool parts. What up, Johnny Dean? I'm missing all the cool shit. Ooh. There's nothing intense about MMOs, man. I cannot get into them. you die, you die. I'd rather do Minecraft hardcore, because if you die, you die. See, when you play it for your goal, where there's no goal for that, though. The goal is for a co-op game. I don't think WoW is in the category co-op. WoW hardcore is better than Minecraft, better graphics. I don't know if that's true. It is if we level together. I've never enjoyed an MMO in my life. I don't know why you think I will enjoy it with you. You like this game. This is RP, man. The grinding is like the worst part of it. Cleared already. You didn't even talk to anyone for hours. That was when I was having to grind, man. We can talk the whole time on WoW. That's great, man. Whoa, you can drive by Molotov still. These guys already got the checkpoint, I guarantee it. He is there, Alex is there, Moose is there, Meech will be playing. That's cool for them. Yeah, can you drive by Molotov and WoW? Maybe that's what you can do with the bottles. Maybe there's some way to make Molotovs. Gasoline Molotovs. T-shirt. Yes, you can if you're a mage. I just got a notification that you went live. Yeah, because stream went down, man. Again. I think it's Twitch, to be honest. I think something fucked is going on with Twitch. Okay. Yep, they hit this too, man. It was them. I knew it was them. You need to start conflict with these guys. Please kill and rob somebody. That's not the character, man. How about you get on your cop and arrest somebody? Great Ocean Ammunition. Bro, that's so far. And play on the server. I'm not even talking about this server, man. I don't have a cop. I forgot you quit. WoW and 2K all you do now? No. Okay. Gonna be on Survivor. That's great, man. Had to get on again. I don't even know the best place to go for shirts, and I don't want to go like down. I don't want to go in the city. I've been grinding so much today, man, just to get this bike back. We did like a whole run to get the initial bike, then I lost that bike, and then I had to grind to get another one. I gotta grind back for the backpack. What is going on over here? I really need to swap off of this fucking Molotov. Isn't there usually a battery in here somewhere? No blowtorch. Oh, yeah, right there. Just full of batteries. No vehicle parts, but plenty of fucking batteries. You know, when you take all loot for the bags to cycle. I mean, you probably do. I'm not really too concerned with cycling loot. I don't really care. I don't care that much. If other people want to cycle the loot, they can feel free to take the bags. I just leave stuff that I don't want. God damn it. What does cycle the loot mean? It means clearing out the trash spawns by taking out all the loot, so that new loot spawns. So you're ruining the server on purpose by making sure the server doesn't reset loot ever. I don't take the stuff that I don't need. So you're griefing and don't care about server health. I don't think that has anything to do with server health. I don't think anybody is asking me to cycle the loot other than that one guy. If they said, hey guys, people not cycling loot is a real problem, then I'd probably grab everything. Pillars outside the front. Yeah, he put pillars all the way down. You're causing a problem that wasn't there. I'm saying there's no problem anywhere. You know, if you had this type of viewer in your chat, Mantis, I feel like they would, and I feel like you do, I feel like you would ban them, you know? So what am I meant to do, huh? You make me engage in these conversations. And then just spam hello when I don't. I don't ban people for asking questions. I'm gonna start banning people for asking dumb ones, and you're on the short list. Facilitate some freak cult. I haven't banned anybody in this chat in like over a year. That's not like spam bots. You would be the only person. And it's also crazy you say that. I feel like I get people in here that do exactly that with the things that you say. So I feel like you should try a little harder. No, I have not watched The Bear, man. Why would I be watching The Bear right now? Not gonna Google it. Shirts. Yes. I only have so much free time. I guess it was between The Bear and WoW. I guess I'll go watch The Bear. How many do I have now? 34. Oh my god. Oh my god. If I stole all the shirts that we have as a collective, then I would then we would almost be there, but I can't do that. Spare mats or food. I mean, I could ask the people next to us, but that's like the only... No, 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 no. That's like the only group I know. Throw a molly at their house. You can say stuff like that, but if I ban you, it's because I'm creating an echo chamber. That's crazy. I'm just giving a suggestion. Ah. 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 Checking out military base? What the fuck? I should have warned him. McNulty, no! I gotta stop him. I gotta go there. I gotta stop him. Give me a second to organize, though. McNulty! God, these dumb fucking pillars. Definitely take the other bike. Nah. We're gonna be at the front gate. It's fine. I'm not going anywhere near to where they spawn. I'm looking at it from a distance and seeing if I can see him. If I can't, he's a dead man. How do you know where they spawn? They have ARs. I've seen where they spawn, man. Unless they've, like, upped it to all around the, like, outside the front gates. I'm only checking to see if McNulty is over there. That's the only thing I'm doing. I'm not getting close enough to get to see any of them. I'm not going up to the fence. I'm going up the bridge to the front gate real slow and getting the fuck out of there. McNulty! Ammo check. McNulty, you might have to wait a second. Alright, fine. McNulty!
McNulty? McNulty?
This is a really bad idea. Oh? Oh.
Yep, nope, 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 nope. Oh! I saw movement there. I thought it was a zombie following somebody, and I was like, oh, is he right there? He might be right there. McNulty's dead. He's dead. If he's checking out anything near the military base, he's fucking dead. Sorry to say. You know, yeah. '07, you know. I'll miss him. At least we won't have to have the awkward conversation about the building.
I was trying to be a hero there. I was doing the right thing. At least they still have pistols at the front gate. It could have been worse. But McNulty is dead, so I mean, maybe it couldn't have been.
I should have warned him, man. I should have said something, but I didn't want him to know. I didn't want him to know my shame. I didn't want him to know what I did. Fuck, man. Who's gonna keep Matlock in check now, man? Because I ain't doing that shit.
I'm getting a lot of pistol, though.
Ooh, a lot of pistol. More ammo for me, if he's dead, I guess.
Checkpoint. Yeah, but I'm kind of low, though. After being low and then getting shot twice.
Well, you know, gotta live.
How much ammo I got? 7 boxes.
With 24 in the gun.
I'm stocked. That's enough for an airdrop against ARs or whatever the fuck people have. Ammo goes by quick. I mean, yeah, but that's, I mean, 7 times 12. That's pretty good. 84 plus the 24 I got. 100 and something shots. And I'm not using it like Maddox is. I'm not fucking shooting at everything. Do clothing stores not spawn shirts loot? I mean, they have bags in there. They kind of just have the same sort of stuff as every other bag. Oh my god. That fucking grass, man. The grass! Are you fucking kidding me? The fucking grass! And the boxes are in there too. Yeah, somebody can find me here at least. Let me take my bicycle with me. It feels kind of scum. Can I put it back out? Was that scummy? Oh, fuck. Get rid of it! Well. Well, now we wait. See you in 3 days. I'm done. You know, maybe he isn't dead at the military base. Maybe he's right here. McNulty? 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 Hello? The grass literally made it so I couldn't stop. I couldn't steer. It was like fucking, and it was pushing me around, then it pushed me straight into the fucking ugh. Somebody's got to come by here, right? Somebody's going to be on their loot run and come by here. I don't know if they can get in my pockets or anything, but I have a thing. I have a fucking syringe. Ah. Hello? There's so many fucking zombies here. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Not you, man. Not you. Hello? Anybody? Somebody? Please? Hello? Not again. Not again. Please, somebody. Somebody. Hello?
Okay, there's new primitive technology video, guys.
New primitive technology. Mm-hmm.
I feel like the last like 6 videos has been him doing ovens and just making like more beads of iron. I want to see more iron, big iron. Now he's just making more bricks and charcoal. For what, man? We've seen this. This is a filler episode to Big Iron. Isn't he supposed to put ash in there so it slides out easier? What happened to the ash, man? Those are good looking bricks.
He can do this, but I can't survive a grass patch. Ugh.
Someone will come through eventually. Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Lighten the fire again. Didn't he make like another kill in the last video that like got even hotter than this one? He was supposed to have a TV show when he went on that long hiatus. Not sure if anything ever came of it. Weird. I don't think a TV show would do well with him. I feel like this is kind of it, right? Like his whole thing is not talking and just kind of like making, like, what more do you do here? I watched the show alone. I feel like he would do really well on that. I'd like to see him do something like that, though. I'd watch him just live in the woods for like a year. Holy fuck.
That seems really fucking... Help!
Just have to let one of those out every now and then. That's pretty hot, man. That's... The next day. Just for some bricks. Is it gonna rain now?
Hello?
Mm-hmm. 3 firing posts. So he's just used brick to make more brick to make bigger brick to make more brick. Okay, now we got more brick. Now he's got ash. All right. What are we making with the bricks? He's putting it with the more bricks. Ash bricks. Mixed with water and sand to form a mortar. Those are bricks for the bricks. To glue the bricks to other bricks. $25 pots loads of clay. I like how
How much is a pot load, man?
Man, he's getting in there. Oh. Just letting that shit spray. Somebody's got to come by here eventually, man. More bricks. Let me guess. He puts these bricks. He lets these bricks dry, and then he puts these bricks inside the other bricks. Fires the bricks, takes the wood ash, and makes more bricks to glue bricks. And then what, man? I just want to know what he's doing with the bricks. Okay. We've seen this before. Why are we being... This is absolutely a filler episode. This man has a project that needs like 3,000 bricks. And he's like, I'm not doing this and not getting the ad rev from it. I'm not spending 2 months of my life making bricks and not getting paid out. Fair enough. You ever think he gets a little bit tired and just decides to use the lighter? More ash bricks. More ash bricks for storage. We get it, man. We're storing the bricks. We're holding the bricks. We're firing the bricks. We're crushing the bricks. We're gluing other bricks with those crushed bricks. But what are the bricks for? Oh, hold on. He's making balls. The growing pile of bricks. What are they for? In addition to bricks, the thatch hut will be used for charcoal production. Okay. For smelting iron. Okay. Soil is made into mud to form the charcoal. Still nobody has come by here? Mud cylinder. Hold on. We're getting somewhere different. We got a mud cylinder. This mud cylinder even goes hard as hell, man. Look at that. He's making another oven. This is the charcoal oven, I guess. Which apparently needs something completely different. Aren't they just all hot holes? Isn't everything just a hot hole? You can't do it all in one? This man's working smart. He doesn't use his little... He made like that iron axe forever ago, and I don't think I've seen... He just uses these trees now. Or what? It was just like a knife. I don't think it was an axe. Never mind. Stacking up wood in this hot hole. It's currently a cold hole. A conical pile of wood is built on top. I feel like that bit isn't necessary. Or does he light it from the top? Is it different when you light it from the top down? Now he's putting mud on that. Why can't brick do this? What are we doing with the bricks if not this, man? You have a whole fucking stack of them over there. And we're using mud. Didn't use a lighter that time. Oh, and he burns it from the top down. It's got to be different than the bottom up. The wood slowly carbonizes due to incomplete combustion. Oh. Damn, look at that hot hole. Okay. 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 How many? Okay. Yep. Almost there. Whoa. That was kind of cool. $3 hours? Hello? He breaks into it. Like a Kinder egg. Yeah, we could have watched that cooldown in real time, and I think I would still be laying here. Most of the wood. Yeah, you'd think that he would, like, spend his time making something, because he's probably made this thing, like, 20 times. There's got to be something that he can do to where he doesn't have to remake this. Maybe, I don't know, out of brick? Maybe if he made it out of brick? He already has a brick house here. What is the brick for? Six and a half pots of charcoal. Later batch made 9.5, and we didn't see the 9.5 batch. This one is sick. He's got so many different hot holes. More bricks. Yep, more bricks are added to the pile. Okay. All right. Cool, man. That's a lot of bricks. 250 of them. 9 ash bricks. Okay. Brick, mortar, and charcoal. What are they for? Great. Great. Still nobody's here.
Hello? Hello? Please. Fucking grass and a wall. I can't die like this, man. Hello? Please.
Another video? I don't even know.
This is the world's largest Nerf gun. This is a normal Nerf gun.
Loud as hell. Mark Rober, guys.
And for the past year, I've been making good use of my time
Mark
by working
Rober
on
time.
this, the world's smallest Nerf gun, where you can actually cock it back and fire a dart. And while this is now the current world's smallest Nerf gun, our goal for today is to break that record not once, not twice, but 3 times, shrinking
What
it by
the
a
fuck?
factor of 10 each time we move down.
Whoa.
And if my math's correct, that means by the time we get here, you'll be able to fit 5 of them across the width of a single human hair. But before we can start breaking all these records, we need to talk about the first major problem we encountered
Why?
just to get here. And it relates to the fundamental way a Nerf gun works. Because when you pull the gray cocking mechanism back, it brings this spring-loaded
he's Mark
piston
Rober,
with it
man.
all the way back
He's
until
doing
it's
this
hooked in
shit.
with this catch mechanism. Now we're loaded and ready to fire. So now when you pull the spring-loaded trigger back, it forces the catch mechanism back down, releasing the piston plunger, which quickly springs forward, forcing all the air in the chamber out. And since the lightweight foam dart just happens to be in the way, it goes along for the ride. And if you actually take one apart, you'll find it's made from 87 parts, 13 springs, and 6 hinges. And so the first problem you face if you're trying to shrink that down to human hair scale is it would be impossible to
He's got
assemble
those science
tiny mechanical
boxes he's
springs and
pushing to
hinges.
kids, man.
Which
He's
left us
gotta
with the incredible
get some
challenge of trying
videos
to
out.
make our entire tiny functional Nerf gun out of only one single part with no springs. And as it turns out, there's only one place in the world that leads the research in creating really tiny bendable machines from a single part, and it also just happens to be where I got my undergrad degree in mechanical engineering, which meant it was time for me to head back to my alma mater, BYU.
Could
to
be
visit
helping
some
people
old
who
friends,
say,
starting with one of
listen,
my
man,
favorite professors,
you never know.
Good to see you, Dr. Howell. I'm trying to remember what grade I got in your class.
I looked it up this morning.
I could be doing
guessing
something
an
helpful for the
A-.
world, but here I am.
If I disclose that, that's
A
violation of federal privacy.
For what it's worth, he teaches much better than he poker faces.
And who would have known that this bright, energetic student sitting in the class was going to become one of the most famous engineers in the world?
Not me. I'll tell you that much. Not me. And I say that with confidence.
Famous
'cause he was also
engineers.
able to locate my student
YouTube
ID.
clout
The only
is
thing
greater
more
than
impressive
everything.
those eyebrows was the decision to rock the double puka shell necklace for picture day. Our first stop was to finally meet in person with a group of BYU students I'd been working pretty closely with on this project for about a year. So today was all about a final meetup to see if this was a mission accomplished situation for us. And Jacob,
So
who
did
led the
they just
student team,
design this whole
summarized the
thing and then
second
he's
major
like,
issue
all
we
right,
face
guys,
The physics of scaling down is huge here.
now I'll
Friction
do,
and
now I'll take it
surface
from
are
here.
multiplied exponentially.
Besides the difficulty of assembly I mentioned before, this was the second reason we needed it to be made out of one part, to eliminate the exponential friction forces between moving parts at tiny scales. Our plan was to come up with a template design that was full size, and if that worked, we would just keep scaling that exact shape down. But what should that look like? For example, how do you even store energy to fire a dart with no mechanical springs? Well, here was the first prototype, and while it's still more than one part, you could see the clever way the springs were replaced with a few new parts that stored energy by being flexible. In engineering, we call that a compliant mechanism, and I happen to know the world's foremost experts in that field. This is
Okay.
the book on compliant mechanisms.
Oh, I think so, but I'm not. I may be biased.
And he's as humble as he is biased, because this is hands down the
Right.
number one cited book in this field.
A regular mechanism is going to have.
I'm gonna
rigid
starve,
links,
guys.
Something like hinges are going to make it move. Something like this.
And this is a very common type of mechanism called a 4-bar linkage. And Dr. Howe explained how you can make that out of only one part.
We get our motion from something that bends.
Oh, come on,
If you
really?
overlay them on top of each other, you can see the resulting motion is totally identical.
And that is compliant because it's flexible, and that is a compliant mechanism.
And as Dr. Howell went on to explain, the compliant mechanism version
What the
offers
hell,
6
man?
advantages. Number 1, it's fewer parts. In this case, 8 versus 1. Number 2, lower cost. There's no labor for
Yeah,
assembly.
tell me
and the
about
whole
it,
thing
Mark.
Can be made in one process, like 3D printing in this case. 3,
Cool.
it's more precise. It always returns back to the exact same spot, and there's no slop between different parts, like the hole in the hinge. 4, lower weight. This is crucial for space applications. 5, no friction between parts. That means no wear between moving parts and no need for lubrication. And finally, number 6, you got
Okay.
built-in springs. Every material has built-in springiness, so the shape we choose can cleverly take advantage of that. He then proceeded to show me some other mind-bending examples of compliant mechanisms, like this single-part light switch, or
Whoa.
this single piece of metal bending in ways it feels metal shouldn't be allowed to bend, or this single sheet of plastic cut in such a way where it's really flexible in one direction, but really stiff and unbendable in the other.
That one
They've
makes more
commercialized some
sense.
compliant mechanisms like this one-piece windshield wiper for surgical cameras, so doctors can use
What
one
the
hand and turn the
hell?
lens like this instead of constantly pulling it out and doing this. And they've even done some work for NASA.
What
where they
happened?
can
The
get
military
thrust in
airdrop
any
is coming in.
direction using a single
I don't even
titanium
think I can open up my map like this, so I can't even tell where it is. It could be like right over my fucking head. I actually hope it is, then somebody will come by.
structure that bends and just 2 motor inputs. And so back to our Nerf gun, after many, many more prototypes, investigating countless different ways to store the energy, we landed at 3 final candidate designs, all of which achieved
It was
our
that one.
primary design objective.
It was the bottom one. He already
Just all
spoiled it.
printed as one part.
The first design was a zigzag and looked really cool, but the flexures didn't store that much energy per deflection because they're just in bending. The second design was a fishbone, and it was better at storing energy using a combination of compression and bending, but the bending ribs weren't very long, and longer ribs will lead to more power. And so for the third and final design, Jacob accommodated longer ribs by offsetting the backbones, so to speak. And this ended up being the most optimal design. And if we swap out the plastic with a metallic alloy, it could store more energy per the same deflection, which means it can fire a dart even more powerful
Whoa.
than an ordinary pneumatic Nerf gun. Plus, it sounds really cool. And now
That's
that
it.
we've
Hold
settled our
on.
template-
That was not the sad.
And now
I
that we
didn't.
settled on our
I don't
template
know if that
design,
was.
darn it, that was almost cool. It was time
That
to set
felt
our
like a
first world
placed-in
record
sound.
by shrinking this template down 10 times smaller.
So this is 3D printed using an SLA printer.
And what's cool about this relatively
Whoa.
new process of 3D microprinting is that you can achieve orders of magnitude finer resolution than your typical PLA printer at home, which is why I was so stoked to finally try and fire it for the first time.
So this is actually a little 3D bullet.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you can like put it right there in the chamber? No way. Okay.
How are they gonna
When you
load
cock it
the
back,
smaller
you see
ones?
The flexures are in fact bending, storing the energy just like at the
Man's
full
already
scale.
using tweezers.
That's so satisfying. Okay, loaded. Okay, here you go.
That sucks.
was
That barely.
amazing.
No, it
First
wasn't,
started around
man.
3 feet, which is really interesting because that's also a factor of 10 scale down from how far a normal Nerf dart fires. All right, Bethany, it's only appropriate we have a Nerf blaster accuracy contest. There's a penny out here. Closest to the penny wins. Are you ready?
Like 6 inches.
3, 2. Oh man, mine went so far. And while
That
mine
does
did
go
shoot
pretty
further,
far, but,
Bethany
like-
was closer to the penny, so she earned the W.
Is there no way to
New
make
world
that like
record,
more
world's smallest Nerf
aerodynamic?
And by the way, we're making all the CAD files we used available on
Not
Thingiverse
using air,
for
not a
free,
Nerf
so you
gun.
can have your own 3D
Damn.
printed Nerf battle at home. I'll leave a link in the video description. There's even some designs there that are Lego
It's
compatible,
clickbait.
so you can get real clever and design your very own. compliant
Whoa,
weapons.
make
Now
guns
it's time
out
to
of
shrink down
Lego.
to 100 times smaller than a normal Nerf gun over in the Micro Mechanisms lab. But before we did that, I asked to make a quick detour for a very specific reason.
Hey, man.
This is where I lived freshman year. I got something to show you. It was the smell more than anything that really brought
Just
back
finished
the
watching the
nostalgia.
new Loki
It smells
episode.
like
Cool,
a bunch of
man.
19-year-olds
I'm
with
here.
questionable hygiene. This is my room, 32 of 4. Lucky for me, they were between semesters, so I could have full access to the room to get right down to business. I invented a way to break into other dorm rooms in like 1.4 seconds when we were here. And when I left, I hid it in this air vent. We're gonna see if it's still there. Well, it's not there, which means there's only one option. You gotta make a new one. So to make one, you just start with the roll of duct, wax dental floss, brush off the unused uranium. You should be good. Still remember after all these years. Locked. Now I want to stress, this is for emergency use only. Like if you want to play Mario Kart in Scott Glacier's dorm and he's not.
What happened? I biked on some
So
grass.
with mischief managed, it was back to work. Wow, that is minuscule. And at this size, we had to use a microscope to see what was going on. Can we fire this thing? Absolutely. And on top of that, there's no possible way I would have the dexterity to load it up with tweezers, so we used a micro manipulator instead, where each turn of these
What the
knobs would
fuck?
move the needle probe fractions of a millimeter in any one of 3 directions.
All right,
That
now
still
continue
looks
going
super
down.
unstable.
And it feels a little bit like defusing a bomb because you have to be so incredibly careful since the slightest turn of a knob in the wrong direction. Oh no. Oh no. Can immediately destroy the delicate carbon.
That definitely
nanotubes.
seems like
Which
he did that
reminds me,
on
I
purpose.
forgot to mention this version of the Nerf gun is actually
What the
grown from
fuck?
carbon nanotubes.
What?
There aren't many other ways to make something this small and precise.
He just
It's
kept
a two-step
going.
process Bridget walked me through where you start in a clean room and use photolithography to create a pattern on a silicone wafer very similar to the process of making microchips. Then for step 2, using the wafer
Now what
as
do you
a
do?
mask,
I
you
wait
get a
for somebody
thin
to
layer of
find
iron
me.
in the spots where you want the tubes to grow. Then you put it in a furnace and then blow very specific
I do just
gases over
AFK.
it at
That's
very
all.
hot
I either
temperatures. Both
respawn or I
processes only takes
AFK and
about
hope
8
somebody
hours, but when
finds
you're
me.
done, you're left with incredibly precise, tiny little structures. Don't screw this up, Mark. The smallest firing of a Nerf gun ever in 3, 2, 1. It's gone!
Just
Well
respawn
done,
then? I lose all my
Jake.
stuff
It's
after
kinda
I
like
just
it's there,
spent all
and then
day
it's not
getting
there.
back the
This is
shit.
something so
The
satisfying
top broke
about
off.
seeing a compliant mechanism design still function just as well, even though it's
Wasting
100 times
server
smaller
slot.
than the original.
There are like
With
70
that
or
out of the
80
way,
people
all
out
that
of the
was left was to
120.
challenge an ant to a Nerf battle. This is actually like a perfect scale for an ant.
If the
And I
server was
actually
full,
tried to
I'd
start
feel
some
bad.
beef here by firing a dart his way, but he was seemingly unintimidated. Hey, get back here. Wow! Oh, he took it! Okay, he was definitely unintimidated. He took my gun! Now, you guys made one an order of magnitude smaller than this, right?
Yeah, 1/10 that size.
110.
But before we get to that, you should know that the water fight equivalent to the world's largest Nerf gun is the world's largest Super Soaker. And sadly, you can no longer buy normal Super Soakers, but we've designed something that's better for 2 reasons. Number 1, you get to put it together yourself so you actually understand and see how it works.
That does
And number
not
2,
sound better.
There's a secret prank built in because after you spray your brother, you do the right thing and give him a free shot in return. But before you pass it over, you discreetly turn this valve. Then you watch him self-own. And then you run. And if you want to experience this toy for yourself, then you're gonna have to get a Crunch Labs Build Box
Yeah, all right,
subscription,
man.
where you get a super fun toy every month, which comes with a video where I teach you all the juicy physics that make the toy work.
Help!
While learning to think and to prank like an engineer. Visit labs.com to learn
Yo,
more.
you got
Back
Mr.
to break the
Beast.
world records, it was once again time to shrink down by a factor of 10, which makes this spec right here 1,000 times smaller than a normal Nerf gun. Whoa. And so in order to truly appreciate the proper scale here, I had to make a sacrifice. Got one.
I'm laying with my cat. Cool, man.
Oh,
What the fuck?
look at that. Now, admittedly, these are just the outline without the internal compliant mechanism. In part because even if it were there, it's just too small, so we'd have no way to actually cock it back and pull the trigger.
So what
For the fourth and final world record,
That's
it's
not
time
a
to shrink down one
airdrop
last
of
time
Venice
by a
finish.
factor of 10 to land us at 10,000 times smaller than a normal Nerf gun.
This is just an outline, though. This isn't a
And is that
Nerf
on here as
gun
well?
anymore.
Just scroll up.
No. 5 of those would fit across one of my incredibly unhealthy looking hairs. And at this point, we had to upgrade to their electron microscope to properly appreciate the scale here. As
I mean, that's crazy, but like, why? But why? That's just a shit. That's just two rectangles, man.
We found a dead ant outside, and you can see at this scale, it looks like a giant alien monster by comparison. I also found it fascinating to see what the carbon nanotubes actually look like when you zoom in this much. And so without the aid of an electron microscope, that final world record Nerf gun is an imperceptible speck of
That's not a Nerf gun. How are we calling this a Nerf
and
gun?
That's insanely tiny. But in an effort to do a better job at protecting this record for my buddy Mr. Beast,
It definitely killed the A. Yeah.
I knew I had to go even smaller. And not just an additional 10 or 20 times smaller. We're talking 300 times smaller. That makes it 3 million times smaller than a normal Nerf gun. It's so
Man's about to
small
call an
that
atom.
A single drop of liquid like this could contain trillions of them.
Man's about to call an
Now I know
atom a
what you're
Nerf
thinking.
gun.
Mark, that's crazy. I mean, at that scale, you basically need to fold a DNA helix into the shape of a Nerf gun. Which was precisely our plan. And to pull it off, I need to head down to the Salk Institute in San Diego, California.
None
Now,
of them
Salk
are
is a
Nerf guns. I
nonprofit
gave some of them a
biological
pass,
research
but
institute
now
founded by John Salk.
we're
My
just
favorite
now we're
thing
just
about him
put,
is
we're
not
just making
necessarily
shapes.
that he
We're making
discovered the
small
cure for
fake,
polio, but that
small
after
fucking
doing so,
shapes.
He decided to forego the $3 billion he would have made by patenting the vaccine.
Thought I heard a bike.
And instead made the cure available for free to everyone. And that attitude of altruistic scientific curiosity permeates the Institute still today, creating an environment for discoveries like the helical structure of the DNA molecule, which just so
That's
happens
cool
to
and
be
shit,
the
but we're
exact
lying
same
here,
thing
Mark.
here.
The technology we work with is DNA origami. We use DNA slightly differently from how it's used in biology.
This, by the way, is Paulav. He's a genius who runs his own lab here, and his passion about everything and anything biological is contagious.
I mean, don't get me started on bacteriophages. There is
Paulav explained that if you want to build a house, you first need a blueprint
All right.
that has all the specific instructions for how to build the house. And the equivalent of a house
It's all
blueprint
cool
in
and shit, I just
nature
don't like
is
being
called
lied to,
DNA.
Mark.
Every single cell in your
I
body
saw
needs to
somebody. Are you fucking? No, you didn't, man. They went away? No way. There's so many zombies here that nobody wants to come near it. There's so many that are getting spawned here.
DNA that looks like this with a complete set of instructions on how to build you. And that's DNA's only job in nature. But some of Paulav's predecessors asked an interesting question.
What if you use the DNA itself as the building material?
So instead of using DNA just as the blueprint to give information to build something else, what if you effectively use that blueprint as a sheet of origami, telling you where to cut and fold so the blueprint itself becomes a tiny little structure? And here's how they actually do that.
So if you think of DNA, right,
Yeah.
it's two strands,
Yeah.
and they're usually complementary. So if you have an A here, you have a T here. If you have a C here, you have a G here.
Right.
And then when they come together, they kind of zip up. A binds with T, and C binds with G, and so forth, right?
Got it.
So if you have two complementary strands, they will zip up and form this familiar double helix
Yes.
structure. But what if they weren't completely complementary?
Okay.
What if, like, this part here was complementary to this part here, but then this part here was not complementary to this?
blueprint
Then you have
shaped
these two
like a
flimsy
gun.
parts that haven't paired up yet.
Right.
So now if you introduce a third part, for instance,
Classic
that binds
American
these
trying to turn
unbound
DNA
parts,
into a
you
gun.
can create junctions. right?
Am
and
I
those
right?
junctions, you could then branch them out and build them further into larger structures.
So using that principle, they start with a naturally occurring single-stranded DNA they call the scaffold strand, and on a
This is
computer,
wild,
they
though.
design out the shape they want. Now, as it stands here, there's nothing attached to the other side, so it would just lose its shape. But if you add in a bunch of what they call staple strands of DNA that are specifically designed to match the corresponding sections on the
Staple
scaffold
strand.
strand, they effectively lock it into the desired shape. So in theory, if you just put a random scaffold strand and then all the corresponding custom-made
Yeah,
staple strands in a
how do I
solution
put
together at the right
the gun
temperature, and
DNA
then
into
let it
my
sit for a
DNA
while,
so
it would
I
automatically
become
self-assemble
gun?
into an infinitesimally small Nerf gun made strictly from DNA. No way. But since you can't set a world record with just a theory, it was time to make some Nerf guns. So with a little help from Lauren and Amanda on Paulov's team, we got right to work. Step one was to take a solution containing trillions of scaffolding strands of DNA and then mix in another solution containing quadrillions of the staple
No one checks
strands
his
of
checkpoint,
DNA.
huh?
And
I
place that
guess
magical
not,
mix
man.
into 8
It was
individual
empty last
tubes
time I
and
went
place them
here.
in a special oven that would maintain the ideal temperature for the self-assembly process.
Or they
to
see all the
occur,
zombies
and
and they're
we
like,
set
there's
a
like
timer.
3 boxes
Okay,
there. I
so
don't
come
want
back
to
in an hour and
fuck
20
that.
minutes?
Yeah.
So easy. And I feel like I should pretend the whole process was harder than that.
Ready to eat. Ready to eat, yeah.
But when the timer was up, that was basically it. So after a quick final process of using an electric field to separate the successfully merged guns from all the strands that didn't successfully merge, you're left with a few drops of water containing 1.2 trillion of the world's smallest Nerf guns.
1.2 trillion
we decided
guns
to prove to ourselves that they were actually in there.
that
And that's
aren't
where
guns.
Jocelyn comes in. We need help, Jocelyn. I'm told you are the person to make these seeable.
I can help with that, although there's no label on it.
And what's wild here is it's beyond the realm of physics to build a typical microscope powerful
Are you
enough
gonna
to
just
see,
write
because
gun
our
on
Nerf
it?
guns are 100 nanometers in length, which is 5 times smaller than the actual wavelength of visible light. So Jocelyn's using an atomic force microscope instead, where there's a super
I'd be so
tiny
mad
probe
these
that
guns can't.
projects
It doesn't.
back and
This
forth
does not
on the
shoot
surface,
anything.
and
This
when
is
it
just a
encounters
shape.
Anything as small as a single atom, it raises the probe up, and that deflection is measured using a laser. So if you drag that tiny probe back and forth enough, you sort of feel your way to revealing what can't be seen. So after a little while, Jocelyn returned, allowing me to now present to you a small sampling of the world's officially smallest Nerf guns, made entirely just of DNA. Are you kidding me? Pretty freaking good. And what blows my mind is that each of these is made from just 1,000 atoms.
I mean, I feel like there's uses for this that isn't making a gun shape,
it would take
but
2,000 to fit across a single human hair.
like at this point we're just
So as I closed out my visit, Paulav let me know about how this project had sparked
we're just
some
showing
ideas
off
for his
like
team.
what actual science can be done with this, which is cool. But like, why are you lying to me, Mark? This isn't a gun.
Much more targeted treatments for a range of diseases. But in all of these therapies, you need to deliver the correct DNA. So how do you get those into the cells?
Nerf blaster.
Nerf blaster.
Okay, so this is really just the beginning. In a couple of years, we're going to come back to the sequel to this video. Does that make me a co-author on this paper?
Nobody's saying these
Definitely
aren't
go on
Nerf
the paper.
guns.
I don't know on the Nobel Prize.
And as I closed out the trip, I couldn't help but feel a little extra glimmer of hope for us humans. Because by giving them an admittedly ridiculous challenge, I got a tiny glimpse of the
That's cool and shit, but we're lying here, Mark. Where? Where am I looking here? On the right? When? Oh. Yeah, they weren't even close to coming over here. Guys, I don't know if I'm being found. I don't know. I might just have to
I'm. Oh, no. This is on a main road. Next to loot boxes. How? How is there no one? This is so upsetting, man. I missed the fucking airdrop. Nobody's come by here. I don't know if you have the will to wait. I just feel bad for like what am I streaming right now, man? We're watching Mark Rober lie to us. That's all. This is what I'm doing.
Are you wasting your money on scammy TikTok?
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that, guys.
Good mythical morning.
When scrolling through
Rather than
TikTok,
seeing you
come
lose your
across a
sanity or
funny
losing a
video
second
or
bike,
two,
I don't know
but
what
if
will
you
happen to
really
Hank
start to pay
if he
attention,
loses a
you
second.
might notice something nefarious at play.
Are you twirling?
I watched this one. You know what the really good ones were? They had like a string of like 3 really good episodes. The fucking the dark one. They did shit in the dark. Yeah, this one. This one went hard. Maybe it was just that one. The dark, the in the dark episode was
Nefarious mustache.
the smelling of the socks
I mean, at
one.
least that's what I've been told. I'm kind of new to all this.
Well, yes, a whole bunch of
The
these
dark
sellers seem
one
to have
went
companies
hard,
with
man.
elaborate backstories about how they
They just
developed
did a bunch of
products. The
games
problem
in
is that
complete
many
darkness.
Of those same products can also be found and purchased in bulk for very, very low prices on the Chinese e-commerce website Alibaba. You might have heard of it, which means that these people are doing something a little bit shady.
So are they lying?
They're stretching the
Or
truth.
they're just marketing real hard.
Real hard.
They're marketing the gray areas
In
of the
ethically questionable ways.
internet.
What are we doing
So,
here, man?
We wanted to explore this, and what better way to do that than via a beloved and classic GMM format? It's time for The Price is Wrong.
Oh!
Alibaba resellers exposed.
Finally.
Our first and only guest has the power to single-handedly start World War III just by showing the
I would
internet
skip
how
these.
he eats a
Usually I do
sandwich.
too, but I feel bad
It's
skipping parts
link
when we're doing react content.
Feels good to be back.
You know,
on the
Watchers,
show.
they have pretty funny haunted
and
videos.
Reprising her starring role
Watchers.
as the person who shows us the answers, it's Stevie!
What the hell's Watchers? GMM. This?
Inmates sleeping 7 to a cell that was infested with rats and maggots, nicknamed the Walls on account of its iconic and imposing Gothic design. The prison is surrounded by large stone blocks. There's 4 main buildings, 3 of which are available to investigate. And because I need more order in my life, we'll be starting with building 1 and working our way up numerically. We've also placed cameras and audio recorders in 2 very active parts of the building in hopes that we catch activity when we're elsewhere. One in the cinder block
Or the
office
road.
between
All right,
2
man.
wings of housing unit 3, where insane evidence of an apparition was submitted to us, and the other in the halls of death row, for obvious and unfortunate reasons. And finally,
Well
to
done.
end the investigation, Shane and I will each be forced
Grace
to
on,
explore
10 months.
this entire massive building one at a time, because getting your steps in is extra effective when you think you're gonna die.
It's been a while since we went to a prison, so I'm pretty psyched.
A year, exactly, actually. And once again, another location near Missouri River.
It's full of ghosts.
Full of ghosts.
Do these guys
Our
do
first
something
stop
else?
is inside
Do
housing
they only
unit
do haunted stuff? What else do they do?
Every single prisoner would have gone through this building. This is where a spirit known as Fast Jack is usually sighted.
Does he sprint through the place?
Yeah, he's like really fast. He makes fast
Puppet
people not
history.
fast.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like Dash, that little boy from the
I don't think I
Incredibles.
saw him from Puppet History.
It was the nickname of a lab technician that worked at the prison who was
Okay.
known to always be pacing.
Just I want to see. Get me in there, man.
From the way he's moving, I would call him Slow Jack. You hear that?
What if we turn our backs and give them the opportunity to
That's
run
true.
by real fast? Hey,
It used to be
Buds.
BuzzFeed hosts. And they did the same thing in BuzzFeed, huh?
Fuck yourself. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what's happening right
Is that
now.
Morse code? F.
My flashlight is freaking the fuck. Oh,
T.
shoot! I just put batteries in this thing.
That does have a strobe mode, but that doesn't appear to be it.
No. Jack, are you here right now?
Jack, is that you?
Okay.
Jack, if that's you, turn it on. Now off. Okay, that's him.
Okay, you know what? Let's bring out some tools here.
Jack, we got some tools. You might like these.
You didn't think I'd pull out one of these, did you? You didn't
These
think
are-
had
we
that?
have one of these. We have one of these. We have one of these. We have one of these.
We got the budge, Jack.
It's season 2, baby.
The REM pod creates its
We have
own
one of these.
circular electromagnetic field and will alarm when anything penetrates that field. The more colors on the alarm, the more significant the intrusion. The REM pod also detects temperature fluctuations.
We're gonna put the REM pod over there, so if Jack's doing his little nonsense over there, we'll catch him on the REM pod. Meanwhile, we're over here trying to talk to him
Your
on the
light is-
honeytone spirit box. What in the world is happening here?
You did put fresh batteries in that. I'm confirming you put fresh batteries in it.
Fine now. So Jack, this is a
It's
spirit
crazy.
box with a
I
little speaker
lost that. I lost that.
with a honeytone on
I
it.
lost that.
Basically, you could use this device to speak to us.
The spirit box rapidly scans radio signals to create white noise through which spirits can communicate, and the honeytone filters out the noise while amplifying only the
I think
voices.
this thing is like actually like $1,000 or something crazy like that.
All right, Jack. My name's Ryan.
I'm Shane.
What was your favorite thing to? What was
The
your favorite thing
fucking
about working
radio.
here, Jack?
Ah, please. Ah. Ah.
Hot.
What'd you like about working here?
You gotta
Or
be
did you not
fucking
like working
kidding.
here?
Do you know you're dead? Sometimes they don't. You know, it's good to let them know.
Maybe he's not here. My light's normal right now.
You're dead, dude. Jack here? It's Jack, yeah? Hey, Jack.
Is that you? Do you like moving through walls?
Wow.
It's Jack, yeah? Who was that screaming person? Sounded a little like Nelly Furtado, but we'll let that slide.
What's your favorite song? If you start singing Promiscuous, I'll pop lock for you. Hey, Jack, can you move towards that red light in the distance over there? Or if you're at the end of the hall,
That's
can you come
that's
towards my
gotta
voice?
be a ghost. That do be kind of wild.
So the temperature just spike like that.
I'm not hearing
Say
what
like
they're
that?
hearing.
I was rubbing it in your face.
Yeah, could you do it again? No? Why not? Do you want us to leave?
That one was a no.
The timing on that beeping was really, really strong.
Do you want to walk towards
Strong
that
timing.
light again? We'll leave if you do so. Walk towards the red light at the end of the hall. Or anybody at the end of that hall who wants us to leave, come towards us.
Very easy thing for you to do. Just walk toward that red light. Ooh.
Okay, lights are off now. Is that you like that better?
Okay, they turned. I thought that
grab
I was
the
like they
little
very
antenna with
clearly
your-
turned that
Yeah,
off. I
grab the
thought they were about to
antenna. Go
freak
grab
out.
that little red light and the antenna. Holy shit.
That do be kind of crazy.
Oh, damn, it's really okay. So it's really spiking in temp.
Is this? I feel like this is the most freaked out you've been.
Dude, fuck this place already, dude.
I've seen a couple of like ghost hunters. Goose linked me some other group, which is like a dude and his dad, which they get kind of goofy with it when they're trying to be like they're not trying to be goofy, but they seem pretty goofy. But they do like the same shit where they're like touch that shit and then it goes off and that shit's a little freaky.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on to a different room.
Feel free to follow us. You're a fast guy.
I'm gonna walk towards that. Don't push me or anything.
Are you talking to me or Jack?
I'm talking to Jack. And
Okay, I hope you know I wouldn't push you.
Jesus Christ, it's already starting. Okay. Well, Good start to the investigation.
A really exciting start.
Really glad that we have several more hours to be locked inside.
I genuinely have not seen you this rattled in it's been a minute. For me, it's delightful. I think for the folks at home, they're all having a good time. You're doing a great service right now.
Thank you.
Let's go check out more of this prison.
Our next area are the Housing Unit 1 cell blocks, where the women prisoners were housed. These halls are filled with ghostly activity, from a ghostly figure who has been spotted wearing vintage clothing, to a thirsty Class A EVP that has been reported saying, quote, somebody cut me apart.
Wait, hang on. Are they saying, hey, someone has done this to me? Or are they saying, somebody cut me apart,
Oh,
please?
I see what you're saying. It could be, how did you die? Somebody cut me apart. But it could be...
Cut me apart,
it could, Yeah, it could be just unprompted, just unsolicited. Like,
Rip me open.
Is there anything you'd like to say to us? Somebody cut me apart.
Somebody slice me.
And it's also here where
Yeah, all
Scott
right,
Gaddis
man.
and Ghost Duck
Let's get to the
Investigations
ghost.
captured this startling footage of a full-bodied apparition on the 4th floor. I hope you're ready. By the way, we gotta get a better keyboard because this one's starting to just show its age a little bit.
Yeah, it's not good.
God, the fucking zombies jumping around, man. Yeah, they do have a cool set. Really?
It looked like a guy wearing jeans.
I thought it kind of looked like somebody in like a prisoner garb.
It's one
Why
of
is
those
it, like,
situations where, again,
blurry
we're taking
3
these
frames
clips
per
at face
second,
value
man?
and assuming that the people who submit them are submitting them in earnest and saying, yes, there was no one there when we took this clip. It certainly just looks like they panned the camera past a person standing there wearing some Tommy Buhama shirt.
I mean, that's what a ghost looks like. When I saw a ghost, it looked like a guy. So, you know, it's one of those situations, like you said, this is where the believers and the skeptics kind of just draw a line in the sand. And there's only one real way to kind of corroborate that, and that's doing it ourselves.
Doing it ourselves, doing it the only way we
Pan,
know how.
pan your
So
camera
let's break out the
also
net
very
and catch
quickly.
Our own FBA. All right. So we're on our way to the top of cell block 1 where the apparition was caught on camera.
That's going to be fun by your lonesome later.
No, it's not. There's nothing about this place that has any part of it that's related to the word fun.
What the fuck?
Fuck is that
That's
noise?
a bat, man.
It appears to be some sort of large bird.
Oh, it's a fucking
This'll be the
pigeon.
blind cell.
Oh, this is one of the more horrifying cells in the prison. Oh yeah, look, there's no lights, just a brick wall.
Let's pop in there, check out the vibes. Let's pop those lights off.
Oh yeah, this would be extremely unpleasant.
Tight, tight, tight.
All right, well, I've had enough of that.
Yeah,
I
why
wish
don't
we
see
had
what else-
these cameras. We don't have any of these cameras, so we just got to use flashlights. But I really wanted to be able to like have like the night
This is
vision.
out.
Let's go try and capture this apparition. All right, so we're going up to the 4th floor where Scott Gaddis and Ghost Duck Investigation sent us that clip of the apparition. Boy, Scott Gaddis really got his cardio in.
It's got some thick calves.
You should say something?
No.
Whoop.
What? A whoop? No, I didn't hear a whoop.
That was just like
I thought for sure you were
that
fucking,
sound like
making
building
a
noise.
Like that. That's what it
Need
sounded
that
like.
infrared vision. We do have like
I'm
the
just really good at
infrared
sort of noises.
fucking music box motion detector.
I'm gonna have a heart attack here, dude.
Shoe
so when
noise.
Scott Gaddis was walking along the 4th floor here, he was moving this way.
You hear that? I heard
Turned
a.
right kind of near this little metal thing, and in the turn, he saw the apparition standing right there. Don't do it yet. Don't,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you're gonna
I was
trip.
just practicing.
So on the count of 3, you're gonna do it, or when we get to there.
Oh, you're excited about this. You got a little smirk.
Here we go. Just
They're
walking
gonna be
down
on a
the cell
basketball
block. Hope
court.
no one's sneaking up
You hear
behind
that?
us.
Certainly can't see behind us at all.
No.
It's like a shriek.
Well, you didn't count to 3.
Oh, I just said I thought.
Okay, okay.
Well, now we ruined
You were
it.
all about the count
Okay,
of
let's
3
try it
thing.
one more time.
Can't see behind us.
Can't see behind us, sure as
Nothing
hell.
that we can see.
The best thing I could see right now is 4. We'll have to
Okay,
review
here we'll
that
have to
footage.
review
We'll
that
have to review
footage.
the footage.
Hmm.
So we just heard a little
Close.
noise here.
We heard a little noise.
This is also where an EVP was caught of somebody saying, somebody cut me. What happened? Did you get cut here? Did somebody get cut up here?
I mean, knowing the prison, I'm gonna guess they got shivved or something.
Is that what the noise was that we heard?
Oh!
Was that the noise? Was that you getting cut?
You're a ghost now, so you don't have to like relive getting stabbed all the time. You can just float around and chill.
Yeah.
FYI.
Just want you to know I'm your friend.
Me too.
He's lying.
They don't really have like a very spooky
I'm not your
vibe to
friend.
their videos.
You go to hell. Well, there's some really bad stuff that happened here, so I don't want to say that.
We're gonna try and use our SLS cam to capture this figure on camera, perhaps.
The SLS cam uses a grid of infrared light to recognize human-like objects in front of it.
I don't know about
in
this shit,
complete
man.
darkness.
Oh, do you want me to do my SLS impression?
Yeah, do your SLS impression. Look, oh yeah, there he goes. Look at that skeleton go, folks. That's a good-looking skeleton.
I had an Xbox Connect that could
Okay.
also do this, man,
For
and
the
it
gentleman
also
who
fucked
often
up.
is seen up here, would you mind coming out to talk? We just want to talk. I know you probably weren't treated very well here, so.
Did you get stabbed?
That shit couldn't track me for shit, man.
In the body? If you got stabbed, show up and do a little dance.
Oh. Yo, what the fuck was that? There was like some weird like.
Oh, there's a baby in the corner.
There's somebody over there or something over there. Oh, there it's back. Look, it's a little guy.
It's a little tiny guy.
Oh, they're prisoning babies in here.
Sort of hot stepping.
Oh, but he's back.
It looks like he's doing a little dance for us.
What exactly
honestly.
is that? What are you?
Look at it go.
You're like the little monkey from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pepe Dean in that
You're
corner.
walking toward the monkey. Careful, you might get bit. Is there a little monkey here?
Well, this certainly looks nightmarish on the SLS.
Yeah, it is a long, dark hallway.
We are going to head to a different part of the prison now. So, for whoever had the indigestion there at the end of the hallway, I hope you find a Thomas. Oh, look, our little friend's back.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh, he's gone.
We got friends
It's
over
crazy.
here, too.
He shows
Oh,
up
it's the
in
pigeon.
the
What's up,
left-hand
dude?
corner.
Oh, there's two.
There's
three.
There's
Oh my
th-
god.
Oh my
wow,
god.
they're multiplying. We're all sharing the prison tonight, okay? I know you're doing your own thing, but we're doing our thing. So let's just try and stay out of each other's hair, okay?
He's just living in
Love
there.
birds. Love what you guys do.
How has nobody
Hey, wait a
come
second,
by yet?
fellas. Let's not get hairy here.
All right.
Hey, buddy boy. All
Keep it
right.
moving.
Housing Unit 3 is our next building to
I
investigate.
can't believe I'm still here.
But before we go deep into our exploration, we are going to attempt to recreate this piece of truly chilling video evidence sent to us by Michelle Elliott and Rebecca Mooney. You're gonna like this one a lot, big boy.
I'm excited.
Our footage is from a cinder block office situated between the two
These
wings of
these
general
guys look
population.
like I can take
Upon
them
review of our
serious.
video, you can see a couple of figures run across the screen in the doorway and go back the other way.
Why do they both have? If that ghost has pigtails, I think I've solved
I
this
think
one.
They want to believe that that's a person. It's very likely people were just walking by and they just weren't keeping track of what was going on.
Skeptics are always clamoring for, I want some solid evidence, some solid proof.
Yeah, we are.
And then when it's shown,
No, that's not solid evidence or proof.
It's
It's a video that someone recorded.
If there was no people there, though.
Do we have other angles? Do we have like robust?
How are more
logs of
people
what
not
happened
checking
in that
these?
building?
There's 3
regardless of
free
what either
ammo
of us think,
boxes.
we're gonna set up our own camera. We're
and
gonna
a
walk down the
battery.
area and we're gonna see if we can capture it because that's what we do at Ghost Files.
That's what we do, and we do it together because we're pals.
Don't you fucking touch
We're pals.
Don't you touch
we
me.
have fun out there.
Get your hand off
You're
me!
outside one of the most dangerous
You know, I was
places on the
just
server.
thinking
It's
that this
also a
is actually
main
kinda like
road
look
to
over
up
at the
north.
moon
You got the moon
on the left.
The
You
other
kinda
most
pretend
dangerous
you're in a
place
nice
on the
little park.
server.
And then you look to your right and you're like, oh no, that's right. I'm
But
in
you
hell.
don't have
We're
to
in a
keep
fucking
going.
Prison.
This
Okay.
place is relatively safe,
So up
except
here
for
is
that
where
patch of
Michelle Elliott
grass.
And Rebecca Mooney caught that pretty amazing figure right through this little door here. So we're gonna set up our static camera right here.
Now that's it. That's the shot.
Which means that makes sense why they would just see the little heads in the background because that's right where the front
right.
door is.
Yeah, it's a tough sell for me, honestly. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
To the shock of nobody.
I know. Hey, if we see, sort of old-timey prisoner in some stripy pajamas.
Yeah.
While we didn't pick up the definitive figure of a guy in stripy pajamas, our static cam left in this spot did pick up what appears to be 2 glowing eyes. And they're moving.
That's a cat.
And furthermore, our camera picks up footsteps and what sounds like someone tampering with the camera, followed by a voice that perhaps says, I'm here.
That's like a... What?
And 6 seconds later, we pick up this strange ball.
There's
of light
pigeons in
that
here. Are you...
coincides with a clanking noise in the distance.
Housing Unit 3 is where Death Row resides. This area is also supposedly home to shadow people that peek out of the cells, hence the nickname Peekers.
I'd like to peep some peekers.
Yeah, very creative name there.
Oh,
They peek out of the wall. Fun
I like
peekers.
that. I'd love to see these little shadow babies.
The exception being a very tall shadow man who doesn't peek at all and has been seen at the very end of the Death Row hallway. This is also where Anna Ornsby encountered the Grinning Man. Let's hear from Anna what happened to her at the pen.
We went to the penitentiary, and in the C hall or the death row building, they turned off the lights on us and they told us just stare ahead and see if you can see any shadows, which your eyes will make shadows, so I didn't take that very much to heart. So they told us to turn around, and we did, and there was a grown man.
She could have taken this video anywhere.
Grinning from ear to ear with a lieutenant's cap on.
And she
even
chose
though there were
her
only
weird
women behind
puppet
us.
corner.
It was terrifying. So afterwards, we went home, drew what we thought we saw, and we drew the exact same thing. It was crazy. I don't know how to explain it.
You turn around to say something, and as soon as you turn around, you just see...
Yeah.
Just standing in between you, just right there, like, Jesus Christ, how scary that would be.
Did she send in the drawing of what she drew?
If she still has that drawing, I'd like to see it.
I mean, I'm sure it's burned into her memory, so she could probably at least
she could probably
reproduce
redraw it.
I like, you know, how discerning she is.
Well, let's see if we can find this grinning man ourselves.
Oh, there he is.
So now we're going down to Death Row. Obviously not the most pleasant of places.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, once
it's
there's
most other
random
places in this
animals,
prison,
it's
but I
kind
guess
of
there's
just
an
like
added weight to
you
the
can't
fact
just be
that,
like, there's
it's a
glowing
one-way
eyes
ticket.
and random
It's
noises
fucking Death
happening.
Row. So this would be where
Like no
fairly
no
nasty folks
no
would be.
shit.
Yeah. Let's go in here, actually. Do not close any doors. Oh, yeah, because you will get locked in here. At least the cells were spacious, kinda. So this is actually in this horrible little corridor here. I think this is where Anna told her story about seeing the smiling man right there.
A really nice night to be here in this prison. Certainly don't see anybody right now. I suppose I could pivot and look behind me. Oh! That's good. You look like the Gerber baby.
Oh, actually, before we look for these peekers,
Yeah,
let's
I
go in
would
the
not
cell
want to
and
be
try to
trapped
contact
in
them.
there
let's
with
do
like
that.
feral cats
Oh,
and,
you know what? We could do the mag light in here.
and hungry
Oh, it's been a
pigeons.
while.
A regular mag light, when turned to the space between on and off, can be turned into a touch lamp, which you can ask spirits to manipulate. However, the light will also randomly turn on and off in this setting. So, responses need to be timely and repetitive for a compelling interaction.
It has been set. This is a mag light. You can take your little ghostly prisoner fingers and, you know,
fondle it
a little bit.
Yeah.
So why don't we start asking some
I've
questions?
never heard of anybody else doing
and
this.
You feel free to answer us.
If you turn on that light, maybe it'll be let's treat that as a yes. If you did not
It
like
sounds like
being
they
here,
found a
can you
setting
turn on that light?
on a flashlight where it just randomly turns on and off,
Okay. Nothing there.
and just
Were you,
hope for the best.
Put to death here?
Whoa.
Okay, that is a yes. That would make sense because
Is it like
you would only
touch
be
lamp
here if you were
mode?
put to death.
It sounds
Can
like
you turn off that light right now.
it sounds like
if
they
you were innocent.
put the switch between on and off so that it
Doesn't
just
seem like-
randomly
So
turns
you were
on and
here
off.
because you did it. That's whatever it is that you were accused of. You did. Yeah. Okay.
You done crime.
That's
They
that's a
done-
little unsettling.
They done the crime.
Turn that light on if you want us to leave your cell. I guess you could use some company.
I was gonna say, turn the light on if you don't mind having two friendly fellas in here with you. Ryan and Shane, they call us.
That's right.
Those are our prison nicknames, Ryan and Shane.
Those are also our non-prison nicknames too.
Yeah.
They also don't stop asking
What would you name
questions,
yourself
so
if
it's
you
like
were
it's never not
Mr.
timely.
Bean?
You'd name yourself Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Wow, he likes Mr. Bean.
No.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't like Mr. Bean.
Was this place open in the 80s?
I don't think so. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. No, he's
Oh,
right.
You might have
no, you're right.
some bean heads in here.
You a big fan of Mr. Bean?
You like Mr. Bean? When he loses his underpants in the hotel hallway and has to crawl around under the carpet?
Don't.
Okay.
What is
And look behind me. Oh! That's good. You look like the Gerber baby.
Oh, actually, before we look for these peekers.
Yeah, I would not want to be trapped in there
let's
with.
do that.
No, it's the same and while I was looking too. Oh, fucking.
And look behind me.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, you know, he's a man of taste.
Funny guy.
Whoever was in this cell, if you were here for murder, turn on the light. Were you here for thievery? Turn on the light.
Didn't we already ask about murder?
Thievery? All right, well, we got it. You know, he was killed here, and for thievery, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah. All right. Bye. That was really some of the craziest stuff
Know
I've ever
exactly
seen.
who that was too. Great.
Let's set up this REM pod.
Yeah, we gotta
Great.
set it up where the tall man is seen. He's actually seen right here.
They're dumb as
Down
hell
the
for not
Peeker
checking
alley.
these ammo boxes.
Earlier in the night, a static cam left in Peeker Alley picked up multiple loud bangs,
Whoa.
almost as if someone was hitting the prison bars. And we also
Those
picked up
pigeons
what
just
sounds
fucking
like
flew into him and
someone
died.
whispering.
So this is where the tall man was seen.
Okay.
This is a very long hallway. Could you imagine?
Death row thievery totally makes sense.
Every now and then when we would do overnights, it was
They
like,
asked it, man, and the light went
honestly,
on. What do
I
you
think
want?
Overnight in a place like this.
You want more
would
proof,
be
asshole?
Pretty unnerving, you know.
Yep. God damn it, dude. Yeah, looks like another temperature spike over there. Not an EMF disturbance, though.
I would
Again,
love
we're
for
pretty far
any of
from
this to be
this.
more compelling, man. But when they like they just
man.
so many of these just go, they'll take anything. They'll fucking take any little morsel that is given out and be like, "This is Ghost."
I'm just thinking of what it's going to be like when I'm in here later by myself. This might be
There's
the
some
solo
genuine
investigation
freaky
I never come
stuff
back
that
to mention.
can happen and does happen during these,
Somebody down
and
there?
like and
there a
instead
little
of like
peeker?
like
You come peek
it's so
over here.
minimized by
Give a little
by this
peek.
shit, man.
Come on. I guess shining a light on them, maybe that's a.
Maybe they like the darkness. They're like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I can see it on my night vision.
If there's anything down there, could you walk towards our voice, or anything even behind us on the opposite end? You have full permission to touch any of us or say something. You can move something. Just let us know you're here. Maybe there's something on your mind that you want to get off.
If there's any entity over there at all who doesn't like us and would like us to leave, approach the red light.
Or walk towards us. That was weird how I felt light. Oh, God damn it.
You know, it's somewhat consistent tonight. You likey?
No, I don't. I don't like you. No. Okay. I'm gonna go and grab it.
I like imagining that it's crying when you pick it up. Like
No,
it
I
doesn't
imagine
wanna be
like
turned off.
What if it was like a guitar?
How is no one coming through here, man?
Let's get out of here.
It takes a whole lot of work, time, and money to keep all of our special ghost hunting.
I don't care, man. I don't. Give me something
They
good.
don't want you to talk about the dog.
You guys scared of this dog too?
Even the ghosts are scared of the dog? Anybody in this cell who
It's so crazy that you could just rest your hand on the
I
ceiling.
mean, you can too. I guess you can.
I have to like.
I can,
You're-
it is
you're
like
full palm,
it is like
dude.
quite relaxing to
I
just lean
know.
against the ceiling.
It's the worst ghost hunting video. Yeah, even the other ones that I usually watch is way better than this. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's gonna come by. Keep hope. I mean, I'm gonna keep waiting, man, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep waiting on stream. I want to go like eat and shit, and if I gotta like, I might have to end here soon, man. I'd have to really listen. I don't think they'll hear me unless they come down this road, and then they'll see me. How many people are on the server right now? Let's see. 60. 60 people. Surely one of those 60 people will ride through here, right? Right? I saw the message left and it said, nah, I'm good. What the fuck? Gotta start leaving notes. That wouldn't have even helped, man. I left to go fucking find McNulty. Notes don't help 90% of the time because we leave to do one thing and then we do 18 different things. Whatever, man. I'm gonna be laying here and waiting. I'm having a good time. Well, I was gonna end soon anyway. I was probably gonna end like an hour ago. Only been streaming for 2 hours. I've been streaming for like 8. Yeah, it's been 8.5. Mush muppies. Rescuer will be here soon, Sag. They won't be. They won't be, man. Was that bit noise? That's Crimson from forever ago. All right. Well, I'm going to be laying here waiting forever. I'll update in the Discord if I've been found, but I cannot make another bike, man. I can't be finding. I can't do this all over again. I have 30 shirts. This cannot happen to me. Maybe tomorrow we'll get to do an RP quest, but not today. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I freaked out. The light came on. It was just from nighttime coming. Looks like he's waiting for Storm. That's not even for the restart. Was just recent. I'm not waiting for restart. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Obviously, we got the goals still up. We got the ghost stream on the 13th.
See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.